All right. This is Oza's feasibility study project proposal. My name's Alan.
My name is Serena.
And my name is Odalis. Today, we will be discussing OSA's objectives, and this table of contents will give you the overall highlights of what the presentation is all about. So first, we'll be discussing OSA's vision, product and service feasibility, industry and target market feasibility, organizational feasibility, economic and financial feasibility, potential for sustainable impact, and overall assessment. So first, we'll be talking about OSA's vision. So the beauty industry has been challenged to change its function to better assist all individuals interested in beauty products. So this mesh is usually for target audiences like women to use the makeup as a way to cover anything that is not to their liking, dark spots or darker areas, and to increase physical attractiveness. There has been colorism in marketing venues, including social media platforms and other stores, where lighter skin complexion women to whiter skin were seen more beautiful and a typical ideal for others. In recent years, this cosmetic industry has been thinking about ways to be inclusive within their brands to increase their sales and showcase diversity. So after other companies started seeing the introduction of new darker shades, the marketers began to research and expand their shades, providing now more options for BIPOC individuals. In addition, OSA is following the same footsteps Fenty Beauty was based on. The purpose is to include BIPOC people to increase positive representation. The company is important because not only it is created by BIPOC for other BIPOC people, but also because it includes LGBT individuals, which separates from other companies. Around 2017, Rihanna introduced her new brand called Fenty Beauty that promotes inclusivity for Black women and people of color. So not only has its brand mission and goal is to support darker skinned women, but also with varieties of foundations and products for different skin tones. Her brand focused on inclusivity even for other individuals like the LGBT community, but also are Black and people of color. So Rihanna brand has reached millions of individuals because they feel safe with her products because it was created for them when other brands had limitations. And colorism still continues in other brands through social media, marketing and models highlighting in red.
So for the product feasibility, with recent movements like Black Lives Matter, the discussion of diversity in makeup has grown immensely. Questions have been raised about why diversity is being overlooked in the media and in the workplace. In terms of inclusivity in employment, OZA takes on this issue. OZA, OZA provides the company on having a BIPOC management as well as offering the shade range necessary to make BIPOC feel included. Since the pandemic, online purchasing has steadily increased in appeal. E-commerce ascended by 25% in the United States between 2019 and 2020. Overall, OZA plans to provide the foundations through collaborations with other online retailers such as Ulta, Sephora, and Amazon. Customers will be able to use and purchase the product in the same way that they would any other foundation purchased from a different company or website, but at OZA, they know that the product they are purchasing is tailored specifically for them. Given that nearly half of BIPOC consumers say that they are more inclined to purchase from a BIPOC-owned brand, OZA has been given a foundation that the venture will shine in the beauty industry's demand and desirability.
All right. Oza's industry target and market feasibility. So Oza will be entering the cosmetics industry, which mainly focuses on cosmetics and creams, lotions, and oils, which dominates this industry. They bring in the most revenue, each bringing in 16.97 billion and 12.38 billion respectively. Oza will be targeting BIPOC and people who have unique skin tones that cannot find makeup that matches their skin shades. Oza is entering a part of the market that not very many cosmetic companies look at, so it'll be less competitive, making it low risk, high reward if correctly exploited. This industry is a very big one and a very competitive one, but with Oza, a flaw of the industry is being addressed with the products they sell. So they believe they can be successful because of the unique business plan that they have set in place. organizational feasibility. Also, we'll be using many resources, but some of the main ones are the images to the right, the mixing tanks, and the filling machines. They each cost about $500. Also, we'll also be getting help from professionals, like a lawyer and a web designer, with one-time fees for each. They look like they'll each cost about $425 and $100 each. An accountant will also be hired for the numbers of the company and will cost a monthly fee of $500, because they will be constantly working with us. But they will do a crucial job with keeping those on track with financials and successfully moving forward.
Okay, thank you, Helen. So before I go into the details for this graph, there has been a lack of darker toned skin foundations for women because American culture has a history of believing that darker skin is inferior to others. Research has shown that African American women are more likely to purchase more products because of the process of finding products that best suit their skin, generating billions in the cosmetic industry. So innovation and product development in the industry has slightly started offering new products that cater for Black people, but limitations still persist. So companies like Ozone are crucial for BIPOC people to seek products that are meant for them and continue to increase the positive social impact that needs to happen. So as we look at in this graph, also conducted an online survey to gain the necessary information regarding the gap in the beauty and cosmetic industry. So the total responses consider of 25 people across different backgrounds. We can see from the first graph that 56% of the participants identify as Black, 25% as Hispanic, and 12% as other. So the survey asked if companies were being inclusive, and 48% of responses said yes, but more varieties needed to be included, while 40% said no, and the beauty industries lack diversity and inclusivity. Following the last graph, the survey asked if they felt seen, and 48% say yes, but 24% of responses say no. So this information was crucial to the analysis and research the gaps in the industry. However, this survey cannot be generalized due to small sampling, but the information obtained from participants provided with the necessary information to look deeper into the reasons of this matter. As you can see, OSA has unique packaging design. Each foundation, we have a number in the corner that highlights the color of the given foundation. This will vary from lighter to darker skin tones. And the company will provide a simplistic shape with unique wordings that differentiates from other companies' design. Here you can see a somewhat visual representation of an example of how it will look like. Also, at the bottom of the packaging, you can notice that there's a saying in French, which translates to we are all beautiful. And this was crucial to highlight in this foundation because it promotes inclusivity and validates the consumer so they can feel beautiful in their own skin. So the company's goal is essentially to be inclusive, support, and advocate for that social issue that has been prolonged for too long.
For the economic and financial feasibility, a total of $389,159 will be needed to start up the company. OZA plans to acquire $119,448 of this from a business loan. This loan will be a 5-year term with a 10% interest rate. The other $278,711 of the startup cost will come from cash investments from investors, the founders of the company, and friends and family of the founders. OZA will also be leasing a building for manufacturing purposes. The rent of this specific building OZA found will be around $850 a month, equaling $10,200 for the year. OZA does not plan on executing any leasehold improvements on the building. In terms of the cost of goods sold, this price has been estimated to be around $1,088,360 for year one. With sales for year one estimated at $2.6 million, the company would still be making profit, therefore making the company venture feasible. Another criteria the company has considered is the operating budget, or how much money it is going to take to run the business. This company has estimated this price to be around $978,271. This is the same as the break-even point, but this is the point where cost of the business will equal revenue. For year one, the total expenses are estimated to be around $226,372. Revenue again is estimated to be around $2.6 million. With all expenses considered, OZA has estimated the break-even point again to be around $978,271. As stated previously, this is the point where the company will be making the same amount of income that it costs to run the company, making a profit of zero. In lieu of the research OZA has done, it has been found that 3 similar businesses were able to have a growth of around 13 to 35% within quarter one of 2020. In terms of financial attractiveness, the company believes that at a first glance, the numbers may seem steep, but once things have been thoroughly looked at and accounted for, the venture is feasible and has great potential for success.
I thank you, Serena. So now we'll be discussing the potential for sustainable impact. There has been an increased number of reports in the media highlighting the awareness of social issues surrounding sustainability, as preferences and environmental concerns are becoming more important. So also will operate in a way that promotes and encourages sustainability. The company's products will consist of raw materials that will create the best formulation for foundation consistency, partnering with a sustainable manufacturing place that has technology that helps reduce water and energy consumption, is what OSAD will be achieving. This will help reduce the environmental carbon and water footprint. The company will focus on a cold emulsification process that focuses on the elimination of heating and cooling down to control the structure of the emulsion, which leads to lower CO2 emissions. In addition, there has been concerns and limitations that stops other companies from pursuing sustainable products, and that's due to formulation issues and consistency. The reason behind this, because using sustainable resources diminishes the performance and aesthetic of foundation that consumers usually desire. Unsustainable synthetic ingredients usually cater to customers' likes because it provides them with variability and ways to enhance their desired results. Though OZA is also taking this into consideration, the company will think of innovative ways that it also can promote aesthetics and performance consumers' desire. Even though there has to be more research on the limitations of natural and organic materials and ingredients, the company will strive to stand by sustainable practices. This will increase positivity and increase awareness for others to follow. So now we'll be talking a little bit about the overall assessment. So also we'll take the preliminary steps towards positive change by creating new formula that caters to the target audiences, which are BIPOC individuals, LGBT, and others that seek organic products. So in order to make this happen, the company will have to seek resources that will support its cause and vision. Investors will be an important function that will help this company function and start up, including the initial funding from the founders. So the company will seek grant as well that cater to small businesses to support the initial costs and venture, with the remaining expenses and necessary adjustment needed to make this company visible. Additional funding is important and it can be obtained from other loan providers. In addition, primarily focus on online sales rather than in person. This will be a specialized industry. Since it has been growing and is expected to grow more in the following years, as millennials are at a rapid pace for shopping online and more prone to obtain items of high reputation. So in-person sales decreased surrounding the 2019 during the pandemic, which led consumers to extend more online services. So noticing this shift also primarily will focus on serving on online services. So to meet the company's goal and gain a profit that's suitable to everyone, OSED had to adjust its advertising and marketing strategies and increase the investment to reach the mass audience desire. So as we become aware, TikTok will be a crucial social media platform to bring the product of the company into awareness through TikTok Black influencers. The influencers will be responsible for representing the brand in the best manner, but also being creative, introducing it to their subscribers. Since also focuses on promoting inclusivity and positive change for BIPOC and LGBT individuals, the creators should be able to sympathize and represent the community OSA is also trying to reach. Another way with OSA is planning on doing advertising is YouTube, which will also be used as a way of advertising and reaching audiences from all across the states after watching any makeup video or tutorial from other influencers. So this is essentially to highlight our small business and increase visibility. So one view is like approximately 10 cents with the idea of reaching approximately 400,000 views. So in addition, the company will be reaching out to the Bryan Business School with flyers to showcase the small business and spread the word among their students. And other ways will also be video making to promote on social media platforms that OSA is planning to partake in. So this will help the company reach college audiences across different campuses, specifically HBCUs, including Black student organizations within North Carolina state and other states. So this strategic plan will consist of a great expenditure, but within the cosmetic industry, the advertising function is essential in the overall function of the business and reaching the numbers desired for the company. So in case of backlash that can forecast in the future, also will direct consumers to the company's values on a non-discrimination in any foreign policy. So this company will also not tolerate any misbehavior or discrimination that belittles or discriminates against others. However, the essential role of this company is to cater to underrepresented communities like BIPOC people with an inclusion in LGBT individuals as well. So this is important for customers to take into consideration, but it is a sign for anyone interested in pursuing a product for the company. All right, so this is the end of the presentation, and thank you so much for your time and listening regarding this small business opportunity. Hopefully you was inspired by the company's purpose and goal in advocating for change and inclusivity. Take care.